The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well...
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on thought-provoking discussions like this one. Today we're diving into a deep and emotional topic, divorce. More specifically, we're going to watch clips of women sharing their regrets about divorcing their husbands, and after the clips play, I'll be sharing my thoughts, so stick around until the end.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
Known this, it would have saved me from a second divorce. Every choice you make stems from what you believe you deserve. After my divorce, no confidence. It was my mission to get into another relationship and fall in love. Like, I needed to prove to myself that my divorce was the right decision. I needed someone to make me feel like I was worth loving. I didn't know how to do that for myself. And when you're coming from that place of lack, you choose the wrong partners. And here's divorce number 2. Don't do what I did. Take the time to get to know yourself and to like your
biggest regret post-divorce. If I could go back knowing what I know now, I would never have downloaded a dating app or ever gotten on one. People will get on dating apps and spend massive amounts of time chatting, talking, and texting, basically just to do a job interview, only to find out you don't have chemistry and you wasted hours, months, and weeks getting to know someone. People don't really know how to set the correct boundaries on that, and that's a whole nother lesson. There's also not accountability because they are not in your friend group, your church group, any kind of social group, so you can't even have that filter of knowing anything about their background, and they'll quickly ghost you.
Why women regret divorce more than men. Financially speaking, women's lives get worse after the divorce, while men's get better. The standard of living for women goes down an average of 27%, while the standard of living for men goes up 10%. So you can see why women may feel that their lives get worse after divorce because their standards of living go down.
So for starters, marriage is a serious commitment. Unfortunately, in today's generation, we have reduced it to something so simple, a contract that can easily be broken rather than a lifelong bond. Marriage is more than just a wedding, romance, or companionship. It's a huge responsibility, especially when children are involved. Divorce doesn't just affect two people, it carries ripples that impact families, friendships, and most importantly, the children who have to navigate life with separated parents. We need to bring back the understanding that marriage should be entered with a mindset of endurance, patience, and a willingness to grow together rather than an easy escape plan. That being said, one thing that often gets overlooked is the importance of self-love. Self-love is the highest form of love because at the end of the day, you are the only constant in your life. Before we commit to anyone else, we must commit first to ourselves. Self-love is the foundation on which all other forms of love should be built. If you don't love yourself, how can you truly expect to build a healthy, lasting relationship with someone else? So it's crucial to know who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the table before stepping into a marriage. Another important point to highlight is that women should have their own life before becoming someone's wife. We are no longer living in the times where a woman's survival is solely dependent on a husband. Times have changed and women should be financially independent. If a marriage is no longer serving you, whether it's unhappy or unsafe, you should be able to live on your terms and still sustain yourself financially. This is not about encouraging divorce, but about preparing for life, ensuring that if things don't go as planned, you are not left stranded. Women need to invest in their education, careers, personal growth, and in themselves before stepping into a marriage. Now, let's talk about who gets affected more between men or women when a divorce goes on, right? In my opinion, I think men carry less shame of a divorce when a divorce happens, and they are more stable financially. They've got huge distractions such as work and projects to keep them busy. And it is easy for a divorced man to get into a marriage because of the power dynamic that's there at play, because he's got more money. And with men, there's no such thing as a biological clock when it comes to childbirth as compared to women. And if a woman is solely dependent on a man financially, that becomes a strain because when the man leaves, the woman then suffers. And it's easy for a woman to lose things like legal battles when it comes to custody because she should be unable to pay the legal fees that come with such. So at the end of the day, divorce is a complex and emotional topic, and every situation is different. Some people regret it while others find freedom in it. But now I want to hear from you. Who do you think regrets divorce more between men and women? Men or women, rather. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and also feel free to suggest any topics you would like me to discuss in future videos. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.